Good morning, math scholars. Today we're going to look at some quadrilaterals, but I want to do a quick review of some of our work from the previous lesson. So as you can see here, we have a triangle. And part of the previous lesson, we looked at the fact that a triangle is basically made up of obviously three angles, triangle. So three angles. And so the inside angles, here's one inside angle, here's the other, and here's the third. So when we look at this particular triangle and ask ourselves, okay, what is this angle of the triangle? You can easily figure that out because in a triangle, if you were to unfold all of these angles, so if you were to unfold all of those three angles, you would basically have all of the angles equal to 180 degrees. And 180 degrees, you know that two 90-degree angles, so if we look at a 90-degree angle, this is a 90-degree angle right here. So two of those, and if you look at what this would look like, if you put two 90-degree angles together like this, you're going to end up with a straight line. And so a straight line is 180 degrees because 90 plus 90 equals 180. And so a triangle is made up of three angles that all equal 180 degrees. So if you unfold all three of these angles in any triangle, you're going to have a straight line. So when we go to this particular triangle and we want to say, what is the unknown angle here? We know that this symbol right here means that this is 90 degrees. So this angle is 90 degrees. It's a right angle. Remember, a right angle equals 90 degrees. Okay. So we know that it's all three angles added up together. So let's call this A, let's call this B, and let's call this C. And we're just going to name those angles. You know that A plus B plus C has to equal 180. So now we just do some simple algebra to solve for our missing or our unknown variable. The unknown variable is A. So we can plug in B and C because those are known angles. So we know we're going to have A plus B, which is 90, plus C, which it says here is 45. And that has to equal 180 because that's the angle, that's the number of degrees in a triangle. So we can do some simple math here. We know that we can take the 90 degrees, and if we just subtract 90 on this side of our expression and then subtract it on this side of the expression, we know that 180 minus 90 is, of course, 90. And then this is a zero pair, so then we're left with A plus 45 equals 90. Now we want to figure out what A is. So we need to subtract the 45 because it's a positive 45 there. We're adding, so we're going to subtract it. And then we subtract it on this side as well. So 90 minus 45 is simply 45 because 45 is half of 90. And then this is going to zero out. And so we're left with A equals 45. Now, when we think about this angle that we're trying to solve for, we can look at it and see that pretty much exactly the same as this angle here. And so you see that this is a right angle, and then these are both acute angles, which means they're less than 90 degrees. And so this particular triangle is made up of a 90-degree angle here, a 45-degree angle there, and a 45-degree angle here. So A, the angle A is 45 degrees. Now, that's what the triangle work looks like. Let's look at a quadrilateral then. So a quadrilateral is slightly different. Quad just meaning four. So quad means four. So a quadrilateral would be four lines, or in this case, four angles or sides. So you know that, of course, a square is going to have basically the same angle on all four angles. And so when you look at a perfect square is made up of four right angles. So you see that these four right angles know from before that a right angle is 90 degrees. So if a quadrilateral has 4 90-degree angles, we have to ask ourselves, okay, so 90 times 4 equals what? And whatever that equals, that's going to tell you the number of degrees all of the inside angles of a quadrilateral would be. So we think about this, we can do simply 90 times 4. We know that 4 times 0 is 0, and we know 4 times 9 is 6. So 360. Now think about what 360 is. A perfect circle is made up of 360 degrees. So if you take a quadrilateral, and it could be a square like this, and unfold all of these angles, you would have 360 degrees. So it's kind of cool how this all works out. So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90 equals 360 degrees. So quadrilateral is going to be 360 degrees. So then when we go to shape a different quadrilateral that's not a square, but has 4 sides or 4 angles. So when we look at a quadrilateral like this, for example, you know that all 4 of these angles, whatever they are going to be 360 degrees. So we can call this A, B, C, and D. So A plus B plus C plus D equals 360. So if A and C are the same angle, and if we say that A and C are 45 degrees, so A and C are 45 degrees. So then we can say 45 plus B plus 45 plus D equals 360. You know that 45 and 45 is, of course, 90. So then we're left with 90 plus B plus D equals 360. So we can take 360 and subtract 90, and we are left with 270. So B plus D. So whatever angle B and D are, add those together and we should get 270. So then we know that here B and D are going to be the same angle because it's a quadrilateral. And so we can take 270 and simply divide by 2 because it's B and D added together. And we know that 270, half of 270 is 135. And so I know that because half of 200 is 100, half of 70 is 35, so 135. So B and D is 135 degrees for each of these angles. And so that's how we can solve the angles, the inside angles of a quadrilateral. And you look at these and you know that these are obtuse angles because they're bigger than 90 degrees. So B is greater than 90 degrees. D is greater than 90 degrees. So I hope this helped. Again, reach out to me if you have any other questions or need any help with your assignments here for math. I love you guys and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.